Hello, Mr. and Mrs. Brookings Harbor and all the fishing boats at sea. I'm Cousin Bruce Ellis.
And I'm Kat Liddell.
And this is the Insider Report.
So let your ears do the walking as we fill you in on what's going on in the Brookings Harbor area and beyond.
Well, hello, and welcome to this week's show that keeps you in the know. Hey, Kat.
Hey, Bruce.
How'd your weekend go there, kiddo?
I was a busy week. I was up in Portland for the Oregon Library and Pacific Northwest Library Association conferences. So I was up there the better part of the week, and it was really cool. One of the keynote speakers is Michael Threets, the new host of the rebooted Reading Rainbow series.
Oh, okay.
So I got to meet him and have a little chat with him before he went off to PALS, which was super cool. I was just like, I get
a there meet.
Yeah, it was kind of neat. Really cool, down to earth dude. Yeah. And then lots of really good sessions. I got to learn some get hands-on work with new literacy strategies for helping kids become early readers and how to incorporate more tutoring programs into libraries and then just
entice
really cool
them to want to read.
Talking with other historians and archivists that I don't often get to hang out with about bringing in community storytelling and local history into the library. And I was like, oh, look, that's all right up my alley. Look at this. Directly applies to stuff that we're already doing and can make even better. So, yeah. Yeah, great learning opportunity.
I was just going to say, good stuff.
Very productive, yeah.
And you got to pass on your stuff, too, that you guys are doing.
Yes, I did.
I'm sure they were interested in that.
Looks like I might be going to an Oregon Heritage Conference in the fall to talk about some of the work that we've been doing here, too. So, yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was really nice. It was very productive, yes. And I did get to find some time over the weekend for some R&R, too. So, yeah.
You always like going up north anyways.
Yeah, I do. Yeah. Yeah, I always enjoy I enjoy a good trip out of town. What can I say?
That's all right.
Yeah. How about you and Junior?
Hey, you know what? It was paper weekend, so I just sat there and worked the paper and everything like that. Did my usual, but did the show and the paper and watched some races and just relaxed, pretty much this weekend. So that was it right there. I'm getting ready because you know what? The events are coming up pretty soon. I got one more month before June they start. Let the chaos begin.
Yes, the fire hose events for Azalea Festival Memorial Day weekend. We'll get turned on. Yeah.
Yeah, that would get our. We'll go. I'll go to that one. And leave it at that, and then just get warmed up for it.
Ready for that summer kickoff. Yeah, absolutely.
So the Bootleg Fest will be our first one, so that's going to be really fun. I can dig that. So so that's all. We just did that, and but there's lots of stuff going on. April, we're just sliding right into May. It's kind of weird because, it'll be in May by the end of the week.
I know, and usually April's a transitional month, but it feels like this has been just packed with everything going on. So, it's just been just one thing after another. Yeah.
Yep. And I'm putting the paper together, and like I said, wow, there's a whole lot of going on, including our library. Holy Toledo. And we're getting down to a font of 7, I think, or 8. So,
I know,
It was beautiful, man. It was great.
A week at a time.
It's perfect. So, all right. Hey, well, that's it. Hope everybody out there went out and had some fun this weekend, and we're going to have some nice weather. It looks like for at least a week. It looks like we're going to have some. Enjoy that, And before we get going here, I'd like to thank Oregon South Coast Fishermen, otherwise known as the Castaways, and Oregon Coast VIP Marketing for sponsoring the Insider Report. If you'd like to sponsor our show or one of the other fine shows here at KCIW, just go to kciw.org and you will be on your way. And we got some music here.
Yes. All right. Turning our attention first to the Tony Land Band. They're playing on the 16th of May over at Pete's Bar and Grill from 6 to 8 p.m. And then at the end of May on the 30th, they'll be at Kuntai from 6 to 8.
Yeah, and Rogue Strings is going to be playing on the 10th at Augustino's 1 to 4. On the 23rd, they'll be at Groundlings Pizza up in Gold Beach, 6 to 8. And then on the 30th, they'll be at the One King Entertainment Street Festival that's going to go on across the city at 3:15 to 4:15.
Okay.
An hour down there.
And then Cisco's got a lineup for May here on the 8th and 21st. He's playing at Seaview Senior Living from noon to 1:30. On the 15th, he's over at Addie's in Crescent City from noon to 1:30. On the 16th of May, he'll be at Chetco Grange from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. And on the 29th, he'll be at the Chetco Activity Center, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m.
Yeah, and the Mighty Steelheads, they're playing on the 1st and the 22nd in at Tech at 7 p.m. And on the 23rd, they'll be at the Azalea Festival at the Band Shell. But we'll probably get the time because it's to be announced. So I'll get that before, the next show or two. Just wanted to let you know they're going to be there.
Yes, they'll be at the Azalea Festival.
That's right.
There we go. And then the Italian guys playing on the 2nd and the 23rd of May at the Inoteca, both of those dates at 7 p.m.
Black GTO on the 2nd, they'll be at World Headquarters 101 at 7 p.m. On the 29th, they'll be at Inoteca at 7 p.m. And on the 30th, they'll be at Port-au-Prince South at 7 p.m.
Yep, and Disturbing the Peace is playing on the 23rd of May over at Chetco Brewing Co. at 7 p.m.
And here we go. A Gray Matter Revival is playing on the 8th, World Headquarters 101, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. And on the 23rd, they'll be at the Azalea Festival at 2 p.m.
What an interesting name there.
Yes,
all right.
is.
Hadn't heard that one yet.
Yeah.
And then Mike Powell and friends playing on the 15th over at Chetco Brewing Co. from 6 to 8. And then on the 30th, he'll be at Umbrella Farms from noon to 2 p.m.
Yes, indeedy. Well, hey, there's the music that we got so far for May because I started getting it last week and everything, but I have some more by next week. But if you'd like to get your band has a gig or anything anywhere and you'd like to get it on the air then, or in the Insider of Southern Oregon newspaper even, just send it to captaincurry541@gmail.com and take care of that for you.
All right.
Yes, indeed.
Hey, well, let's turn our attention to some events happening over at the Chetco Library at 405 Alder Street. Of course, starting with their weekly events. At 5:30 p.m. on Mondays, they have Qigong for Health and Vitality. It's a free class with a licensed instructor. Then Tuesdays at 10:30 a.m., they've got story time for young children. And at 3:30 p.m. on Tuesdays, they have a tween club that's for youth ages 10 to 13. And then on Wednesdays, they have a morning Qigong class at 9:30 a.m. Then from 1:30 to 4, they have their after-school program. It's drop-in activities for school-aged kids and, of course, snacks. And then on Thursdays from 10 a.m. to noon, they have the Rowdy Creek String Band's open rehearsal. And this is an open rehearsal for acoustic string instrument players. Also on Thursdays at 5:30 p.m., they've got Easy Flow Yoga. This is another free class. They do recommend that you be able to comfortably get up and down from the floor. And then on Fridays, 10:30 a.m., they have Threads, Hooks, and Needles. This is a fiber arts club for knitters, sewers, and more. And then on Saturdays over at the library at 10:30 a.m., they have Saturday story time for young children. And on Saturdays at 1 o'clock, they've got Saturday Shuffle. And you can play and trade Pokemon cards with guidance from experienced player David. And then turning our attention to monthly and special events, just an ongoing thing we like to folks to be aware of all month long and probably going through the end of 2026 with the amount of interest there's been, is the Beyond 250 Oral History Project. The library is seeking people to interview all spring long for their oral history project. Anyone who's ever called Brookings Harbor home is welcome to participate, no matter how long you've been in the area. That's 1 year, 10 years, 100 years. You can learn more about this project and sign up to be interviewed at chetcolibrary.org/beyond250. And, of course, all month long coming up in May, they're having a kids scavenger hunt. Looks like the last one was popular. Through the month of May, kids are invited to pick up a scavenger hunt form at the front desk and search through the library for clues. And once you complete it, you can earn a prize. And then coming up this week on the 2nd of May, that's Saturday at 2 p.m., they have their monthly afternoon indie films. It's part of the free monthly film screenings with the Wild Rivers Film Festival. And May's film selection is kind of tying in with the One Book, One Coast event lineup. They are screening Farewell to Manzanar. It's a 1976 film which recounts one woman's memories of her Japanese-American family's incarceration during World War II. And then May 5th through the 26th, those are Tuesdays from 10:30 to noon, there are Circle of Security parenting classes. This is a series of free parenting workshops presented in partnership with South Coast Head Start and Pathways to Positive Parenting. And this is ideal for parents of kids ages 4 months to 5 years. Space is limited, though. They ask that you do register in advance. And on Friday, May 8th, 10:30 to 2 p.m., they're hosting an advanced directive planning workshop. You can join attorney Cora Rose for a free guided workshop on writing an advanced directive that suits you and your healthcare needs. They do ask that you register, and if you sign up in advance, free lunch is provided to all registrants. You just need to let them know what you want to eat. And then on Saturday, May 9th, 11 a.m., they have a Mother's Day craft. You can create tile coasters, and kids can drop in between 11 and 12:30 to decorate and take home a custom tile coaster. Also on Saturday the 9th from 3 to 4:30, they have their second Saturday Art Walk open house. The library is going to serve light refreshments between 3 and 4:30, and the public's welcome to take in art on display in the Forest Gallery. May's display features watercolor paintings by local artist Lisa Amato. And that's it it for just the first couple weeks of May. All library-led events and programs are free to attend, whether or not you have a library card. You can get more information about programs and services and books and more at chetcolibrary.org. You can follow them on Facebook for updates, or you can give them a call at 541-469-7738.
Yes, indeed.
And now it's time for Famous Quotes with Cousin Bruce.
Yeah, hey, here are a few quotes from renowned jazz composer and band leader Duke Ellington. He was born on April 29th, 1899. He says, "A problem is a chance for you to do your best. There are only two kinds of music, good music and the other kind. And a goal is a dream with a finish line. And last but not least, if it sounds good, it is good." Hope you enjoy this week's quotes from, Duke Ellington with Cousin Bruce. Till next week, have a great one.
There you go.
Let's go, If it's good.
All right, and then just another reminder from the Chetco Library. They're still working on the Beyond 250 Living History in Brookings Harbor project. All spring long, they're seeking storytellers for a local oral history project. This is for anyone who's ever called Brookings Harbor home, whether past or present. They are really looking for people of all ages, backgrounds, beliefs, socioeconomic status. Like if this is your home and you want to talk about your experience in this place, you can sign up to interview. You can do that by calling 541-469-7738 or by visiting chetcolibrary.org. Sign up online.
That's right. And every third Monday of the month it started on the 20th and goes all the way to October, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the community library. You can see you can go to talk to the Curry County Master Gardener Association Plant Clinic. You got a sick plant or you want to learn about plants? Bring your gardening questions to the Master Gardeners. So there you go. Hey, you know what? Okay, here's the number, 541-247-0072, extension 7. On mine, it's blurred because my ink was getting a little funky there.
Oh, no. Well, then let me correct that phone number for you. A correction to that phone number right there. If you need to get a hold of a Master Gardener, you can call 541-247-6672, extension 7. Again, that's 247-6672.
That's right.
All right. The bane of your existence, low ink in your printer.
Thank you.
All right. Yeah, this is why I have it on my phone right now.
Yes.
Again, turning our attention to the Chetco Library. They've been joining and taking part in the One Book, One Coast, West Coast largest book club, connecting communities across 3 states. So this spring, the library invites the community to take part in One Book, One Coast. This is a shared reading initiative connecting almost 200 library systems across Oregon, California, and Washington. As the largest book club on the West Coast, this brings readers together around one book to create opportunities for conversation, reflection, and meaningful connection across neighborhoods, cities, and state lines. The library and its partners will read and discuss They Called Us Enemy by George Takei, Stephen Scott, and Justin Eisinger, and illustrated by Harmony Becker. They Called Us Enemy is a powerful graphic memoir by George Takei that reflects on civil liberties, democracy, and what it means to be American, both historically and today. And extra physical copies of the book are currently available to borrow, and unlimited digital copies of the ebook are currently available April 1st through June 6th on the Libby app by Overdrive, as well as on the Hoopla app. Both are available through the library. Through this shared reading experience, communities are encouraged to explore themes of identity, patriotism, family, loyalty, and resilience while strengthening connections through dialogue and learning. Community members can again borrow those physical copies. They're currently available. There's plenty to choose from. And then the Chetco Library is going to hold a community book discussion at Chetco Brewing at 5:30 p.m. in Brookings on Wednesday, May 27th. There's also going to be additional smaller events and take-home activities throughout the spring. And everyone is encouraged to visit chetcolibrary.org/OBOC 2026 for more info. And you can also visit their library calendar for a full listing of events and activities.
Yeah. Hey, and the Pacific Music Guild is presenting their Spring 2026 concert featuring the North Coast Chorale, Redwood Chamber Singers, and North Coast Youth Choir. The public is invited for an evening of timely and tuneful music. There will be 2 concerts, Saturday, May 2nd at 7 p.m. and Sunday, May 3rd at 3 p.m. Concerts are held at the Crescent Elk Middle School Auditorium located at 994 G Street in Crescent City, California. Tickets are $15 for adults, $10 for youth. Kids 5 and under are free. Tickets will be available in advance at Del Norte Office Supply in Crescent City and Wright's Custom Framing in Brookings, and at the door the day of the concert.
All right. Yeah. And then here's an announcement from a group we haven't seen something from in a hot minute here, so good to see them back. Yes. The Brookings Harbor Community Theater is currently presenting Sherlock Holmes, The Baker Street Irregulars. This is happening at Oregon Coast Dance Conservatory's new location at 97986 Shopping Center Avenue. They already had their first weekend of performances. But on the 1st and 2nd of May, they've got performances. On the 1st, you can catch it at 7 p.m. On the 2nd, there's a 2 p.m. matinee. It's just, as a description says, hilarity, mystery, and intrigue performed by local youths. Tickets are $15 for adults, $10 for children, and you can get them at Wright's Custom Framing or at the door.
That must be right above the DMV, that building.
Nope, it's not. It's not. It's an offshoot. It's kind of like near that antique store.
Down there.
Down by the mini store, I believe.
Gotcha.
It's a more like industrial warehouse kind of building.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm, if I understand correctly. So don't go to the shopping center itself. To go just past what used to be now Curry King and so several other restaurants. And if you go
in
down
that area.
The way, into that complex with the antique store, I believe, is where you can find it.
Oh, I know what you're talking about now.
Kind of tucked away back there.
Yeah, it's got the bait store there and everything. Or the tackle store.
Yeah. So that is where you'll be looking for.
Oh, okay, groovy.
Yeah,
that's very confusing because of the shopping center. You should be driving around and looking
assume
around.
It's a shopping center, but there are several other buildings located on Shopping Center Avenue.
Yeah. There's a lot of empty buildings nowadays too. So.
Yeah, that too. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Elk Valley Casino is presenting Legacy, a tribute to Foreigner. This is happening on the 2nd, 8 p.m. Doors open at 7. Show starts at 8. Tickets are available in advance at the Points Club booth, online at etix.com, or on the day of the show. And you must be 21 or older to participate. There you go.
And then also at Elk Valley Casino, they're presenting a comedy night with Matt Fulchiron on the 9th of May at 8 p.m. Doors open at 7:30. The show starts at 8. Tickets are available in advance at the Points Club booth or online at etix.com. You can also get them on the day of the show. They just note you got to be 21 or older.
Yeah, they had another guy that was going to show there, and he was a Don Rickles, tribute to Don Rickles guy. That would have been interesting, but something happened. He wasn't able to get, so they got to grab this guy last minute. But I'm looking forward to that guy coming back or whatever, because that would be probably, Don Rickles, you'd have to know his humor and everything. This guy's supposed to be like total, right?
Okay.
And I was like, that was pretty interesting. I didn't know they were about,
but they've still got some comedy on offer that weekend.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, so that's it. That's very cool, this guy. So.
Okay, and then now it's time for a bit of real history with Bushwhacker Bruce.
Right, g'day, Kat. G'day, mates. Bushwhacker Bruce here, and welcome to this week's bit of real history for your knowledge pleasure. Well, since it's the month of Charlie Chaplin's birthday, here are a couple of stories from his life. Did you know he lost a Charlie Chaplin look-alike contest? At the height of his fame, Chaplin reportedly entered a Charlie Chaplin impersonation contest at a theater in San Francisco in 1915 as a joke. Well, in a bizarre twist, not only did he fail to win first place, but he didn't even make the top 2, taking home 3rd place. Some accounts say he didn't even make the finals. He was friends with Albert Einstein. When Chaplin met Albert Einstein in 1931 at the premiere of City Lights, the two formed an unlikely friendship. According to reports, Chaplin noted to Einstein that people cheer for me because everyone understands me, and for you because no one understands you. Well, his coffin was stolen for ransom. Just 3 months after Chaplin died on Christmas Day in 1977, 2 unemployed mechanics, Roman Warders and Gansto Genev, dug up his grave in Corsair-sur-Surveille, Switzerland. They demanded a ransom of 600,000 Swiss francs for his widow, Una Chaplin, to return the body. Well, Una refused to pay, stating that Charlie would have thought it ridiculous. Well, the bumbling robbers were caught 76 days later after a police investigation, and the coffin was found buried in a nearby cornfield. He was subsequently reburied under 2 meters of concrete to prevent further theft. Well, I hope you enjoyed this week's bit of real history with yours truly, Bushwhacker Bruce. Until next time, hey, always keep it real.
His widow's just like, no.
No, I don't think so. I know.
That's cute, but no.
Yeah, not no, but no.
That's so funny. All right. I was going to say, well, you have to have a sense of humor yourself if you're going to be married to someone like Charlie Chaplin.
Oh, my gosh. You would think so. It's really cool that him and Einstein were friends. That was interesting.
Who'd have thought?
But when I saw he lost to a lookalike contest, I was like, are you kidding me? Okay, cool. Yeah.
It cracks me up that I've seen lookalike contests like kind of making like a comeback, like people like, doing contests to like see who looks most like Timothée Chalamet or like Pedro Pascal and stuff. People like going viral for that. Yeah, it's kind of hilarious.
Yeah.
So, it's good fun whether you're in the 20th or the 21st century. It's very,
Yeah,
very
and
nice.
then I'd love to see the real actors show up and not get in,
And then
not even make it
like just completely ignored, right? Yeah, it's hilarious.
Nice try, dude.
Okay. All right. Hey, Coastline Dance is meeting regularly in our PSA portion of the program here. So they meet regularly at the Del Norte Recreation Gym at 1009 H Street. This is on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 10:30 a.m. to 11:15 a.m. It's for absolute beginners to get a class, and then they have their beginner dance 11:15 to noon, and their intermediate dance from noon to 1 p.m. They do ask, they recommend a $2 donation, and if you need more info, you can contact Jean at 541-251-8998.
And you can truly tiptoe through the tulips. That's right. Hey, Monarch Gardens, located at 984 Parkview Drive in Brookings, has a dementia support group going on. It's every third Thursday of the month at 3 p.m. It's a compassionate space to process your emotions. For information, you can call 541-469-6817.
All right. And then Coastal Home Health and Hospice offers regular grief support groups over at their location at 585 5th Street in Brookings. They meet the first and third Tuesdays of the month at 3 p.m. They're free of charge. They're open to the general public. You do not have to have received hospice services before to participate. Walk-ins are always welcome. And if you need more info, you can call 541-469-0405.
Yeah, and Cascadia Pickleball Zone is presenting an hour of pickleball yoga. It's happening on Mondays, 11 a.m., Wednesdays, 10:15 a.m., Thursdays, 6:15 p.m., Fridays, 10:15 a.m., and then Saturday, check the schedule. And you know what? Check the schedule anyways, because I just realized I just put a new poster in paper before I change this, so I'll have to change this out. But if you're interested in the pickleball yoga, there you go.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right. And then the KCIW has an ongoing show called the Soapbox Series. This gives folks a chance to speak their mind. Basically, KCIW offers 2 minutes of airtime to anyone who has something to say. There are a few rules, of course. There's no cussing, no slandering, no advertising. But other than that, folks can share what's on their mind. The studio is open Wednesdays from 2 to 3 p.m. for people to just drop on in and record.
Yeah, and Legend Arcade is presenting Trading Card Game Night every first Wednesday of the month, 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. They got Magic the Gathering, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Pokemon, and more. You can sling spells, summon monsters, trade, or battle with local players.
And then there's also regular game nights that happen over at the Whimsical Griffin. They're located at 615 Chetco Avenue over by the Redwood Theater. They meet Tuesdays and Fridays from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m., and they play such games as Magic the Gathering, Dungeons & Dragons, and, of course, good old board games.
Yes, indeed. Hey, and Meals on Wheels, volunteers needed. If you'd like to do something that'll make you and those you help very happy, if you'd like to do something to help give back to the community you love, hey, if you'd like to help out your fellow human beings, then Meals on Wheels, they're looking for you. By delivering a hot meal to those who are home-ridden, you not only help someone who is hungry, but you also bring a bit of kindness into their lives, a friendly face for them to see every day, and social contact they may not have otherwise. There are 3 routes that deliver hot meals to about 60 seniors on a daily basis. Each route takes about 1.5 hours. You can volunteer by the day, the week, bi-weekly, bi-monthly, even if it's just 1 day a week, 1 day a month, whatever works for you. Every little bit helps. If you're interested in helping in this great cause for the community, you can contact Meals on Wheels via the Chetco Activity Center, 541-469-6822.
All right. And then over at Brookings Harbor Scouting, they're scouting for new troop members, and boys and girls are invited. Troop 32 and 4032 are now accepting new scouts as well as adults interested in volunteering. And scouts can join the troops from 5th grade to age 17. Adults can volunteer as long as they are over 21 years old, are able to pass a background check, and are willing to spend about an hour and a half completing a youth protection training course. They meet at Scout Hall from 7 to 8:30 p.m. every Monday night, except for holidays, of course. Come meet the troops and learn more about what Scouts can help you achieve. Scout Hall is located at 414 Azalea Park Road in Brookings. Troop 32 Scoutmaster Mark Haglund can be reached by calling 541-661-2749. And Troop 4032 Scoutmaster Rebecca Wilson can be reached at 707-951-3647.
Yep, I'll slide one more in here before we go, and it's going to be American Red Cross. The need for blood is constant, and sometimes that need becomes critical. That is why American Red Cross needs you. To make an appointment to give blood, you can call 1-800-RED-CROSS or visit redcrossblood.org. Give something that means something. Hey, give blood.
Yep, and I know the next round of blood drives happening in Brookings is happening in June.
June, okay.
But you can sign up now if you feel so inclined and get on that calendar. You can. Good. Yep. Always good to sign up early. They'll remind you every step of the way, trust me.
And we will be letting you know all about it on the show, too. So that's it. Hey, well, it's time to close out this week's show. Before we go, I'd like to give a shout out to our fearless producers. Let's see, we got Tony and Tom for all their great work each week, helping us bring our show to the airwaves. I want to thank you all for tuning into this week's Insider Report. And please make sure to tune in on a daily basis to KCIW 100.7 FM and listen to all the fine shows they have to offer. You can catch all the show podcasts, including the Insider Report, by going to KCIW.org. And they got some live streaming there as well. So most of the info for this week's show came from the Insider of Southern Oregon Entertainment newspaper. And you can read more by going to insiderofsouthernoregon.com, where you will also find a link to the Insider Report. Hey, until next week, this is Cousin Bruce Ellis.
And I'm Kat Liddell.
We are signing off, so please support local businesses, keep it real, and spread the love and the peace every chance you get. And hey,
we'll see you out there. Bam!
Another one down.
For music credits for the preceding show, go to kciw.org/credits.